East African countries?
Jambo Kenya, Ubari Tanzania, pamoja Uganda.
Regarding what you said yesterday about East Africa, Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, people didn't like exactly, but maybe you have something to tell them to clarify.
Look, I didn't say it to harm anybody, but I said it as a challenge to those countries. Believe me, in the 80s, Cote d'Ivoire was more developed than Morocco. But today, you are in Morocco. You could go to any of the venue in top highways by speed train, by rail, by bus, everything first class. Then I expect Sub-Saharan Africa to reach to that level. Honestly speaking, my country hosted the AFCON before Morocco. But you leave the capital city, Abidjan, you go to the other cities, you have a challenge of finding even hotel. Of course, the road might be good to take you there, but they are not highways. You spend a lot of time. And of course, I've been to Eastern Africa. I know you have infrastructure, but like most West African countries, when you leave the capital city, the remaining part of the country, it's a bush. That's the reality. And you don't have top-class stadium. That's the reality. How many times the CHAN was postponed? Because of lack of proper infrastructure. And remember in 96, AFCON was given to Kenya. Because they were not ready, it went to South Africa. And at the moment we're speaking, the three countries are not properly ready. And Morocco have raised the bar so high. You are in Morocco. Then from now on, we don't want to expect anything less. That's why I said what I say. Morocco hosted because Guinea failed to do it. They were not ready. That's why I ask the question, in case you fail or there is more delay, what is going to happen? Obviously, it will be taken from the three countries. I was there for the Chad. And on top of that, Kenya doesn't have apply visa to any African citizen, but Tanzania does. Uganda does. It was a nightmare for fun even to move around. Those are critical issues. That's why I say, if you guys are not ready, obviously it will be taken away from you.
As a journalist, more experienced, maybe you can advise what they're supposed to do right now to make sure by the time comes, they are ready for it.
Look, for example, in Cote d'Ivoire, let me give you an example. 3 months before the AFCON, the Minister of Sport was fired, the Prime Minister was fired. Why? Because the pitch, soccer pitch, was not right. The government invested a lot of money, it went a different way. Now, first rain, the pitch became a swimming pool. And look at Morocco, we came in the rain. The day of the opening ceremony, it was raining throughout the day, throughout the night, but we could see the ball rolling like on a carpet. We expect something like that in the three eastern countries, not less. You understand? And of course, here also, every city I've been, you find a 3-star hotel, a 4-star hotel, a 5-star hotel at a reasonable price. Then the AFCON, it's on the pitch and outside the pitch. The external facilities also are very important. When you're hosting, you have to build a proper network. Here, with the train, you can go everywhere. It's not the case in Cote d'Ivoire, and I don't think it's the case in Eastern Africa, where you can go to every city in train. Then there is a lot of work to do around the AFCON. And if you do less than Morocco, believe me, everybody will criticize you bitterly than what I am saying now. Now I am just making a suggestion, but the critic will come in 2027. And believe me, if you're lacking, CAF will have no sentiment. They will take it away because they have done it so many times already. Even as I mentioned, they did it to Kenya already in the past.
By the way, what you're saying here, it's like you don't find practical the idea of CAF having the zono, like different countries from the zono, to prepare a major tournament. Maybe it may be Chan, AFCON, whenever, or under 17, under 20. You don't like that kind of idea?
No, the idea is great, but the countries must be perfectly ready to host. Today, CAF has reached another level. You can see so many countries are watching this AFCON, the facilities. And the judgment, the critics, is not Africa, it's the rest of the world. That's why we want the best for Africa. Anybody can host, as President Motsepe said it, African football is for everybody, for the 54 countries. But if you want to host, you must be ready. You must prepare your country for it, and you must build proper infrastructure. And let me tell you, sport will take millions of youth out of the street. But in most of our countries, we don't even have proper sport facilities for the youth to play. You drive here in Morocco, even at night they are playing football everywhere. That's what I want for sub-Saharan Africa.
With the remarks, maybe, Mamadou, some Kenyans are calling, East Africans are calling maybe for you to apologize. They feel it was very harsh for them. They disrespected the Cree nation.
Why should I apologize? I feel that I am an Eastern African. I am a Kenyan, I am a Ugandan, I am a Tanzanian.